You've heard of the quiet storm. Now be ready for the Thunderstorm. It's the show where we can't be quiet, discussing world affairs from the Christian hip-hop perspective. That's right, the Christian hip-hop perspective. With your host, Christian hip-hop artist and sports blogger, GQ Forever. So turn up your radio. You are now listening to the Thunderstorm.
Y'all tried it. I don't know why y'all try to hit me up on the phone, on social media, everything. Matter of fact, out of respect for the guests tonight, let me go ahead and turn my phone down. Y'all wait until we go live to call me. Y'all wait until we go live to text me. Y'all, this phone will not ring all day. I promise y'all that's a fact. They won't call me all day. And as soon as it's time to make my money, I'm telling y'all, stop messing with my money. It's not a game right now. I'm doing triple duty right now, just in case y'all know. Y'all catching me on Titan Size. On the Facebook page. Y'all got me on the Twitter at Titan_size, if you're not aware. Y'all got me on the Inside the Eagles Facebook page right now. Y'all got me on, I got 6 cameras going on. So if I'm looking around and it looks crazy to y'all, it's because I'm trying to appease everybody. We're on Inside the Eagles right now, talking about last night's game. We're on Titan Size right now. The Titans are up 10-0 on the Atlanta Falcons. I do it all, man. And we're doing the Thunderstorm live. And if I'm not correct, I'm sitting there looking at my team right now. Y'all give me the thumbs up if I'm right. We on Facebook on the Thunderstorm media page. We on YouTube right now. We on Periscope, which is the Twitter thing, right? Cool. So I'm everywhere right now, streaming to y'all technically from like 7 different spots right now. Titans game's a little boring. Took them 2 quarters to score. So, yeah, we're getting into it. Welcome to Friday Night Live. It's the Storm. And I've invited y'all as politely as I can. For those of y'all that may have tuned in 5 or 6 minutes late, do not play with my money. Time is money. We're trying to make all of it right now. And I got a spectacular show, as always, playing out for y'all. Got some guests that I want to introduce to y'all. Ron Rull, if you're watching, I know you like live bands and everything. So as soon as this broadcast wraps, I need y'all to hit them up. Also to my team, when we start doing shows again, stuff is flying around, everything. when we start doing the shows live again and everything, stuff like that, they don't know this yet, but this is about to be our live band now. They go by the name of the Queen City Writers Coalition. I like that name. Makes you feel like you're a part of something if you join something called a coalition and everything. So they're known as the Queen City Songwriters Coalition. I got the opportunity to hang out with them a couple of weeks ago at a natural hair convention, which was a beautiful event full of a whole lot of Black people. Too many of y'all to name and everything. I told y'all I would give y'all some shout outs and stuff like that. Some of y'all have asked to come on the Storm. We definitely gonna get y'all on. But y'all just continue to hit me up, stay in contact with me. Shout out to our sponsors, people who want to give us money but don't want us to tell you who they are. And shout out to my homegirl, Sarita J, who is now a 3-time reigning champion on the most requested song of the night. Will she make it to 4? Y'all know when we get to 5, we retire the song. But it's also hot right now. We don't even know if we can retire it because nobody will let us play anything else. We got 6 songs queued up in the queue right now. All they want to hear is a Sarita J. We're going to play that a little bit later. And we got an old school bus moment for you. But right now, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Like I said, I met this crew at a natural hair convention in Gastonia, North Carolina. Amazing moment. Y'all know I like talent. Y'all see Jimi Hendrix behind me, even though they may have cut Jimmy's head off. Y'all see Jimmy behind me. Y'all know I'm a Prince fanatic. Y'all know with the Philly roots, y'all know I love the Roots. Shout out to those guys. Shout out to, there's so many live bands that I can name right now. I don't want to name all y'all because if I leave somebody out, somebody's going to get offended, but just know that I love all y'all. And if y'all are watching, which I know y'all are, some of y'all are watching live, some of y'all will be watching here in the next day or so because everybody has figured out they don't have to watch me live, so they watch me later. Some of y'all are going to watch me at work on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but y'all are in for a treat. Welcome to the broadcast via the Thunderstorm Hotline, the Queen City Songwriters Coalition. What's going on, family?
What's up, man? What's up?
Appreciate y'all taking time out y'all schedule. Now, y'all got the natural backdrop going on and everything, because for those who don't know, I was cutting up with them a little later. I was worried because we was like, yo, this is a real busy clique. Like, I've been watching y'all on social media. Y'all are real busy. I started talking to a couple of my DJs. One of them was like, they're not coming on the show tonight, man. They was just like on the text and they said they was going to practice. They're not coming, but we appreciate y'all taking time out of the schedule to hang out with us. How y'all doing?
We good,
man. We good. Yeah, we're happy to be here.
Now, I don't know how much y'all heard of that before we came on and everything, but when you call something a coalition, that sounds like you a part of something. I'm thinking that's like Wu-Tang. I'm thinking like cliques. Now, is it just y'all in the Queen City Songwriters Coalition, or y'all looking to add people? Tell me how that works.
Yeah. So pretty much the band, which composed of me and these guys, we serve our music community. But we have a bigger, a larger, I guess, kind of group, that collective that meets monthly. We host songwriting and other different music webinars, lessons, and we introduce other musicians and artists into our network. So we just have a pretty much a membership network, and our house band, which is us three. We serve the music community, and we also take bookings. We play behind certain people within the community, like myself. T's also an artist as well. So we serve members in our community, and we also book, for live performances for the local area.
Yeah, so once I get back on that tour stuff and everything, I'm definitely going to have y'all playing behind me. I don't know if y'all heard that and everything, but it's recorded now, so there ain't no way y'all can back out of it now.
Oh, wow.
We got all right, so let me ask you this now. A lot of times we see the same type setup that you guys have done. Like, normally it's in like rock bands, though. You'll see like a collective of like some very talented dudes, and then they have like a female lead singer. Was that kind of like the blueprint for what y'all were doing? Because we don't really see this a lot in like the urban community, but we see that a lot like in rock and roll and country and things of that nature. Was that the blueprint for what y'all were doing, or was it just something that just happened organically?
No, honestly, that wasn't necessarily the blueprint. QC Songwriter Circle, the house band, we just wanted to be able to be a source for musicians and artists to come together and be able to play together and add value to each other, and also grow together as we support the community. And so it was never any standard prototype. It just ended up being us three. So far, we've all kind of just clicked, and Dante and T, I've met them they knew each other before they knew me. So I met T first and played with him, and then we adopted Dante.
Cool. And I don't know if y'all noticed and everything, because I'm now being corrected. Like everybody said, I got people in my ear right now. They said they talking about, you forgot about the Fugees. So
oh yeah.
And it was basically the same type setup. You had Lauren knew Wyclef. They met. We ain't gonna put all their business out there. They started dating a little bit. They probably shouldn't have did that. That's pretty much what ripped everything for them. But then Prize came later because he was Wyclef's cousin. So kind of like the same type vibe and everything. Y'all get any Fuji comparisons?
Not yet. But
all right, so this is the first time though.
I've had some people say our set sound like a Lauryn Hill type of set. I've had people say that, but we haven't got those comparisons yet. We ain't been out there long though. We just started booking shows together a few months ago.
You wouldn't really know it though. Like, I mean, I guess when the chemistry is there, the chemistry is there. So you really wouldn't notice and everything. Like, I think the first time I personally heard y'all was about, we're getting close to like a month ago. But, it seemed like y'all have been, working together for like years. If y'all wouldn't tell me that, I definitely wouldn't know it.
Yes, is real talented, man. It's like with her voice, like I told her, is the way that she brings the energy and the vibe. It makes us pick up, Yeah, we taking it there.
Stop.
Who influenced y'all, and why like okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say we got a keyboardist, we got a drummer. As you play like the acoustic guitar and everything, which is actually what kind of got my attention and everything. Any female that can like rock the strings, because I played all three guitars myself, that automatically gets my attention. Women who play guitars and women who DJ, like that's kind of what does it for me.
Oh wow.
So where are you guys from? Like, I guess we just go, from left to right. Where are you guys from originally?
Well, I'm from Gastonia originally.
Gotcha.
Born and raised.
Gotcha.
And I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, born and raised here.
I'm from a town called Newburgh. It's out there in the boonies. So
That's where
half of
Petey Pablo's from there, right?
right, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Greenville, something like that. Yep, that same
Yeah.
area.
Shout out to Petey Pablo. He's actually at a artist convention with Mike Boss and Rich Nation. So shout out to y'all and everything. I know y'all are grinding, doing y'all thing and stuff. So I normally don't plug people without paying me, but y'all are family. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all love. So New Bern, what's that like? Quiet?
Retirement. It's a lot of it was at one point the capital of North Carolina. So now it is run down. It's retired. Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Y'all see PD a lot? Does he come through or what? Not
I've
really.
seen him a few times.
Nah, I
Yeah.
haven't even seen him. Yeah,
It came down to it's a jam they had Irwin Center off in Gastonia. He came down there. He had everybody doing this.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
He's out there wilding.
That song still go hard. So I'm
Yeah.
a so normally when I talk to North Carolina artists, I always actually ask that question. It's interesting that we actually brought up Petey Pablo because I get in trouble a lot because I pick on Charlotte. So my thing is always this. So I'm gonna throw this out to y'all, and y'all can defend it or rebuke it or whatever y'all want to do. Like, so my thing has always been the vibe has been different. See, there's no reason why Petey Pablo shouldn't still be in the limelight as he was when he first entered the game. I mean, he came in, had a nice production team. Timbaland was a part of that. Um, a lot of times we see, okay, so we see an instance like the baby, he blows, but then a lot of the artists from Charlotte had to leave, establish themselves, and come back because the community, as y'all talked about, really wasn't there. So
Right.
what ends up happening is where other cities, Houston, New York didn't let anybody into New York back in the day. Like I'm a little older than y'all, so the South we had to do the grind thing and stuff like that. The South were in hip hop now, but it wasn't like that before. So what ended up happening was a lot of your North Carolina artists had to leave, establish themselves, and come back. It was like the same thing with Jodeci, I believe, and to some extent, that's kind of what the baby did, and Horace Brown, people of that nature, Calvin Richardson. But there's also like 3 record labels in Charlotte, like in the Bank of America Tower, but they're not looking for Charlotte artists because what tends to happen is they want to see that community established. They want to see what y'all have done. They want to see North Carolina artists record with North Carolina artists, be produced by North Carolina producers, be played on North Carolina radio and things of that nature. And then from there, they feel like, that's how we establish the commerce and stuff. So I get knocked a lot because I sit there and say that Charlotte hasn't figured out how the game work yet because there's no reason why we should have somebody pop like every blue moon and everything. So,
Right.
I mean, I've said all that to say, are y'all experiencing that same type of frustration? Are you seeing a situation where like y'all are from the area, but they want to bring in people from other areas and everything and have them pop first before they actually support y'all? Is that what y'all are seeing?
I would say, speaking for me, and I guess he can speak on this too. But as an artist, um, I didn't try to break until after I left Virginia as far as pursuing music. Um, I had went overseas for a time, and that's when I knew, okay, I want to make music when I come back. I did my first record. I recorded it in Virginia, but then I came back home to really, really pursue music as a career after my trip overseas. And so I would speak on my experience from being in Charlotte since that time. Um, in my opinion, I feel like there's just really not enough of a music community. It seems like it's more of everybody trying to get to the top versus trying to build a strong foundation so that we can climb upon the foundation and go further. But when everybody's all doing that, then you're getting people pulling people down. You got people stepping on people. You know, I could see it, but I also say life is what you make it. So I try not to be negative about it. And my solution was QC Songwriter Circle because I feel like for me, I want to create the foundation. I want to be. I don't know if I'm the only artist who does this, but now I started when I first came and I started putting out music. I would have shows where I let other artists showcase at my release parties, even though it's against culture, right? But I did that because I was setting a precedent, and now I see artists doing the same thing. I see artists now because I did it for like 2 years straight, and now I see local artists are starting to do that where they're doing open show mics. So it's starting to change now, but I would say 3 years ago and back, that was not existent. It was everybody for themselves, and yeah, like it just wasn't enough of a strong music community. And then you gotta also blame the radios too, because they play people from out of town before they'll play somebody from here. So it's just a lot, like, but I feel like you have to have the right mindset to deal with it. But I don't
That's
know.
facts. That's facts.
Yeah, she really took the words out my mouth. You really did. I mean, it's to a certain extent, because I don't just drum, like she said, I do artist type things as far as rap go. I really choose drumming more because in the rap game, I mean, some people are for themselves. And on top of that, it's really not the same. That's how I can sum it up, because most of what she said is exactly what I was going to say. I appreciate it.
Yeah, people don't be trying to really build, and that's not only with artists, but like you said, with labels and stuff like that. It's just not really a strong community there that these artists can run into as a resource. So one of the functions of QCSWC is to bring in those different networks that artists can run into, whether it's a studio, whether it's somebody who knows about the music business, whether it's a label, whether it's a studio. We're able to leverage the networks that we have and also leverage the community that we have that need access to those resources. It's just time for them to marry one another versus I don't know. I don't know what they was doing before.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
If you tune in late, you've been listening to the Queen City Songwriters Circle / Coalition. I renamed them when they came on the show and everything. So, and that was disrespectful. I got to let y'all have y'all's name and not tell y'all
No,
what y'all
it's
name.
fine. You know what? We might just do that. We might just change that.
So depending on what circle you in, it's like uptown, downtown Charlotte. We got the coalition say about some, and like myself, and then we got like the circle, as they state. But y'all definitely hit the nail on the head, because like two things I think about when I thought about y'all was, had y'all been from Houston, y'all would be having to turn down money. Like for real. Like Houston never let anybody else in. And what happened was, I remember one time I was down there. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I was doing because I hadn't been doing it. But I'm down there for an event, right? And most of y'all who are from Houston know what this event was because it was in April. So I'm going to say it was a Capitol Beach party. So I'm at the Capitol Beach party. And Scarface and Jay-Z dropped the album the same day. Now, Jay-Z got the more national appeal and always has, but Scarface is not going to get outsold by Jay-Z in Houston. New York forever, and even New York to some extent now, New York don't care about what anybody else is doing except what New York is doing. Charlotte, like you said, kind of, I think part of the problem maybe be because you got so many people there that are from somewhere else.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem too. It's so many people here that's from somewhere else, and it's always growing because people are moving here. So yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna take y'all back. We're gonna go back, do some flashback type stuff. I'm gonna take y'all back to Gastonia and New Bern and Charlotte, back to when y'all was about this tall. So, what was the starting point that made you figure out the music is what you wanted to do in the first place?
I started out at the age of 5. Both of my grandmothers was in it. I had one who was singing and playing organ type things, and the other one was a singer. And they used to give me pots and pans and, sing different type songs with me, which made me actually want to start playing more. So I guess it's just the influence of that and watching Travis Barker as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think I said his name right.
Whatever that's going on back there looked like a whole lot of fun, man. But y'all got 4-wheelers popping off.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Riding dirt bikes.
Welcome.
Dirt bikes at the park.
Yeah, at the end of that, like I said, I don't know if I said his name right.
What's his name?
But I think it's Travis Barker, the guy that played the drums with one time, one bass. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He would go with artists. Mm-hmm. I started watching him as well as church playing. I was like, I want to keep playing drums. It feels good,
Yeah. New Bern, what got you into music? What made you sit there and say this is what we're gonna do?
Kind of similar story. My grandmother, she bought me my first keyboard. So since then, playing from church, growing up in church. My mom's a pastor, a lot of pastors and stuff in my family. So it kind of just pushed me over in the corner, you know, as a kid. So basically, yeah, like, you know, keeping that going. I know at one point I moved out to Houston, stayed out there for a while, and lost the music thing, or, you know, I wasn't into the music. I wasn't playing. Put it down for a while, but when I picked it back up, it let me know that, you know, this is what you're here for, you know. So definitely, you know, being able to come back to that was big for me. So
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
get right, you know, back in like I never lost. You know, so
Yeah.
How would y'all describe y'all's music? Would you call yourself R&B? Would you call yourself funk, neo soul, hip hop?
Versatile.
Yeah, I was about to say we play everything. And one thing, like the main component of the formulation of this band was to be of service to the community. So we actually pride ourselves on being able to play anything, do anything, and we're open to learning anything as well. But we don't have a set style. But when we play behind me, a lot of my music is like folk indie, so soul, alternative R&B. I have a little pop reggae stuff in there sometime that I throw in.
yeah, so
That's different because I started thinking about folk indie, and I get to like 5 black people, and then I started getting started.
Oh yeah.
So what? So
I know.
I started saying Tracy Chapman, Michelle Indigale, cello, and then it starts to get a little fuzzy. So what actually inspired you to do that?
Well, to be honest, I had to find the genre. I don't think I've ever been like, oh, I sing like this. But when people kept asking me like, what is your style? Whenever I like begin to look over the indie artist music and different folk artists, I was like, I feel like this more so suits me, in the sense that I have this soulful side of me, but I love to tell stories, and I'm not as orthodox in it as far as like, you know, trying to hit all these runs. And I'm very like, you know, raw, and sometimes you catch some raspiness, and I'm always, everything that I'm singing about it has a story. It's not traditional. So I guess I kind of leaned over into that, like by default, because there was no other like label, in my opinion, to describe my sound.
Versatility is always good. You're always gonna eat when you got the versatility and everything. I can't get in the country. I think I rock with pretty much everything else. I can't do it. Like country to me is like somebody was trying to do rock and roll and got real sleepy or high. And it just got real slow. They was trying to make rock and roll, it was slow. Now I don't know if y'all noticed, like it was the Beatles. The Beatles was actually trying to be Little Richard. Missed the mark somewhere and became the Beatles. That's normally how those old rock and roll groups was, man.
Wow.
They was copying or trying to emulate something we were doing, didn't have the same type of soul, and ended up doing what they was doing. But the Beatles were trying to be Little Richard.
I would have never guessed that was the direction they were going for.
To be honest with you,
they landed there though.
Yeah, they had to stay there because they was never going to be Little Richard. Because actually, he died angry, man. Because he died and he was just like everybody just kept stealing his style. And I never knew what that was about, man, until I started doing the research and everything. Because he felt like James Brown copied him. He felt like Michael Jackson copied him to some extent. We know the Beatles copied him. Elvis copied everybody. I don't know if any Elvis's fans are watching, but and y'all will get to know me like I'll talk trash about Elvis for the next 3 hours. I can't say Elvis. I can't say Justin Timberlake.
Still is.
Oh, let me go ahead and get a disclaimer. I'm saying this part. They are not saying this part. Like, if I ever see Justin Timberlake, I'm gonna swing on him. Like, I just can't stand it, dude.
come on, bro.
I like
I can't.
some of his dudes.
I can't.
Whose music has he stolen?
Pretty much everybody. We didn't care about Justin Timberlake until he got with Timberland. And then it was just like I just don't like, and not to make it a racial component and everything. I don't like when people take something that ain't theirs, don't give any tribute for it and everything, act like they did the whole thing in the first place. And then I think the last straw for me was the Janet Jackson thing, where he just where he ripped the clothes off of her like whatever this slave master fantasy he had was, and then let her take the blame for it and never stepped up to back up. Like, you just embarrassed Janet Jackson, you know what I'm saying? That was I thought that was dirty and stuff. And I could go on and on, but this is y'all's show, not Justin Timberlake's show. We ain't gonna give him no more tribute. So who are y'all inspired by?
You wanna go first?
I'm gonna be honest. This is gonna sound totally weird, so please don't nobody judge me. But the main band that I listen to, and I always watch the plays, is the Tyler Perry plays. Like his live bands, they got them drum rolls at the beginning. You ready to see the show. Like when I hear that, that's what makes me think about me playing live. So that's my inspiration.
That's actually dope. I have never asked that question to have somebody say Tyler Perry's live band. But that's
Yeah,
actually dope.
shout out to Mr. Perry.
Or shout out to his band.
Yeah, his band is there. It's so many of them he bring in. So
Oh yeah.
I dreamed to actually meet him one day.
Gotcha. So, and that's like who else? Anybody else that inspires y'all? So anybody else that y'all
For
listen to?
me, it's Lauren Hill all day long.
It's a good choice. Good choice.
I say Music Soul Child for me. I was trying to think of one, but yeah, Music Soul Child or Chris Brown. It is. Yeah.
And
I like Justin too, though.
Nina Simone.
I can't get it. I can't get. We see we on the opposite sides. I can't get with it.
His band is crazy.
Oh, I'll give you his band. I'm talking about him. Like
him. Yeah.
I like Nina.
It's like a Rob and Thig or something.
Nina's dope, and the jazz
Nina Simone and Lady Day. What is her name? You know what I'm talking about? Lady Day. I forget her name. I wish
y'all got some good choices. See, what I'm hearing right here is y'all had like, and not to knock anybody who didn't, because we all have different paths and walks and everything. Y'all had some old folk in y'all life that got in y'all's ear.
Billie Holiday. That's who it is. Billie Holiday.
Oh, definitely Billie Holiday. So y'all had some old folk y'all were listening to and everything, and rather than doing things wrong like I did, y'all was actually listening. That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
My drum coaches.
I think that's kind of what we missed the mark too, because one of the things I get y'all's opinion on is I think we kind of missed the mark, because especially like now in hip hop, like my generation is the first generation that grew up with hip hop. We was born at the same time. We watched it grow up. So we saw the old school, we saw the golden age, we saw the bad boy stuff, we saw what it is now. So every aspect of hip hop and every part of its growth we've seen and stuff. And y'all would be familiar with this. So your families, your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents would have the house parties. And that's when we was hearing music. So I was listening to that like, yo, who's that? Yo, that's Marvin Gaye. Yo, who's that? That's Four Top. So that's how we got our music. I think what we felt was we had younger cousins and some people had children. They wasn't playing like, yo, this Public Enemy, y'all need to get on this and stuff. And I think that's kind of where the divide happened. Because now it's like, you got these kids walking around like anything that was recorded past 6 months ago ain't hot no more because it's old, so to speak.
Yeah. That is true. And I think with the onslaught of artists just realizing that they don't have to go through the standard traditional way of releasing music, right? It's so much more easier for people to access your music in different platforms, so many different distribution options without, having to have a label, just through technology. And so, yeah, people are putting out a lot more music. It just allows for artists to be able to, even I've seen a lot more artists put out just singles or like smaller projects, just to be relevant with their audience. I've seen that trend, extend a lot more. But also I feel as though on the other side of that, a lot of younger people that are just used to this rapidly growing music culture, right? Just stuff getting put out all the time. I feel like they're going to begin to look for really authentic and classic stuff. And the taste for that authenticity is going to come back. That's my opinion. So I think it's just always
I agree with you.
Classic.
I agree with you. And things kind of come full circle and stuff too. I mean, speaking of that, like, what are y'all in the process of recording the album, or y'all gonna drop some singles, or you already got some stuff out we can check out?
We don't have anything out right now. We are working on a project, like literally as we speak. We're like we've been practicing and everything. We got about 2 songs that we're trying to compose together, and we will be getting in the studio pretty soon. Actually, coming up the end of this month. So yeah, live.
Y'all
Recording
throw it.
live. So
Y'all throw it this way. You know, we got to play it on the Storm and everything. My man Legacy City from San Antonio sent me up. Dude's got a radio station, so he's like, as soon as y'all got some stuff, he wants y'all to send it that way so he can run it, things of that nature. So we definitely got the places to put y'all in the right spots and stuff. As soon as y'all give me that product, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to drop an album though, like you're saying. Now I'm thinking about what you're saying. Like, I mean, unless you dropping like 6-7 songs that I can listen to on the way to work, like ain't nobody really buying albums no more, really.
No, I mean everybody's just putting that thing on a digital streaming service and they just playing the track.
Is that something y'all feel like the avenue y'all would take? Is that your plan?
Yeah, that's definitely an option for us. One thing I know for me, like with my personal brand, I have music out, but I want to really shape us as a band to put out band stuff, but we also are offering our services to other artists that need live placements within composition for their musical pieces too.
It's about to rain on y'all.
I know, right? Storm Media. That's got to be in the storm.
It's a real thunderstorm.
I know.
That's dope. That's dope. So
it is a direction we're looking to take though. In this beginning stage, just to put out just a few.
So take me through the creative process. I'm being nosy. Like I'm trying to get the secrets and stuff. Like, are one of y'all the writer? Do y'all just do stuff organically, or y'all freestyling stuff and then recording it? How does the creative process start?
Right. So right now, there's just different stages for me. So right now we're in this stage with our band that we're really trying to understand each other's sound and flow. I feel like for me, when you record something in the studio, it has to be a stamp. It's like what you wanted to put and what you wanted to produce. It's not there to play time. It's not practice time. So in order for us to get to that level, to get into the studio and just go ahead and release what we have stamped, what we have put together, we have to create the authentic vibe. And so we're in the stage where we're just, we're rehearsing a lot. We're doing a lot of placements and bookings. Really getting to know and understand each other's sound. And I have a few songs that I have written that we're slowly releasing and taking and breaking them down and coming up with the compositions for it. So yeah, something like that. And then I know he writes music as well, and Dante. We all are creative writers. We all are composers. So we all play a piece in a part. So.
Gotcha. That was a very well thought out answer and everything. I appreciate that. I feel like I should be on y'all's show instead of y'all being on mine. I asked somebody that question one time and they said weed. Like, really? Y'all ain't gonna go no deeper than that? Nah, man, just the weed, man. We just smoke weed. So I'm glad that wasn't the answer and everything, because I knew I would get a better answer from y'all. I'm gonna put it like that. Because you look at people sometimes and it's like, first of all, if you even let them on the show, you look at people sometimes like, yo, I mean, I ain't even gonna ask them that question. So
right.
How do people book y'all? Do they contact y'all directly? Y'all have a manager?
Yeah, so we have a website, QCSWC.com. We're gonna have the actual link for you to book us soon, but there should be a space there that talks about how to book us in the email. The email is qcsongwritercircle7@gmail.com. So, if you just reach out to us by email, you can also follow us on social media. A lot of people have hit me up there. Hey, I would like for you and your band to perform. So we're on social media, Instagram and Facebook at QC Songwriter Circle. And we just respond to those messages and inquiries.
I think it's so dope that it's a thunderstorm going on right there while y'all talking.
I know.
That's crazy.
It's the coolest thing I think I've seen all day, man. Coolest thing I think I've seen all day.
That means this legit.
Hey, put a stamp on it, man.
QCSWC.com and everything. We're gonna get into the most requested song of the night, and we get into y'all business a little bit more. We're gonna go ahead and get out y'all's way. Most requested song of the night, as y'all have probably figured out, is Sarita J. Y'all check this out. Y'all give me y'all's opinion when it's done.
Think about it. You say he wants you, look at me, I doubt it. Baby, you're no competition for me. You're the bottom shelf, baby, I'm that Hennessy, yeah. You want Don't worry a little head, 'cause too much you get no praise. Flatline, baby, it's my time. He ain't gonna rewind. We don't have time to fool this girl. Baby, it's my time. He ain't gonna rewind. We don't have time. Now I know I got your blood straight boiling. How's the plans for our future, boo? You thought you were spoiling. With your calling us, disrespecting me. You quickly realize I'm a real GB. I don't think you really want it anyway. Except the fact that he's here and here's where he'll stay. You had your chance, baby girl, and you blew it. Opportunity knocking, I damn sure pursued it. Baby, it's my time. He ain't gonna rewind. We don't have time, you foolish girl. Baby, it's my time. He ain't gonna rewind. We don't have time. Gave you his heart and you slept the night through it. All the pain that you caused, now you too will go through it. Bye-bye, honey boo, he's mine. All the wrong that you caused him now has to replace. Best believe that he's loving me all in his face. Bye-bye, honey boo, he's mine. Baby, it's my time. He ain't gonna rewind. We don't have time, you foolish girl. Baby, it's my time. He ain't gonna rewind. We don't have time, you foolish girl. Now I know I got your blood straight boiling. How's the plans for our future, boo? You thought you were spoiling. With your calling us, disrespecting me. You quickly realize I'm a real GB. I don't think you really want it anyway. Except the fact that he's here and here's where he'll stay. You had your chance, baby girl, and you blew it. Opportunity knocked and I damn sure pursued it. Baby, it's my time. He ain't gonna rewind. We don't have time, you foolish girl. Baby, it's my time. He ain't gonna rewind. We don't have time, you foolish girl.
To the production team, y'all cut that off kind of early, but I'll let y'all slide. For the third night in 3 nights, Sarita J is the most requested song. So we trying to play something else, but they won't let us. She's actually one of the people I'm talking about. She's from Charlotte. She left. She went to Atlanta. She said, I need to make my money. So
Right. Yeah, I know it's a lot more support, especially it's a lot of support in Atlanta for artists.
The QCSWC is joining us on the storm tonight and everything. It's been an honor and a privilege to hang out with them and everything. Make sure y'all book them for y'all shows, y'all's concerts, y'all events, whatever y'all got going on. Mike from New Bern too, Dante. Mike from New Bern wants to know if y'all do production.
We do have a resident producer with our staff. So our house staff usually comes on as resident staff, and they come on for a duration of the time until their contract is up. So right now we do have a contracted and resident producer on staff. So we are able to offer that service to our network with him.
Y'all thought of everything, didn't you? Y'all thought of everything, didn't you? I'm trying to stop y'all with a question. I can't stop y'all. Like everything I ask y'all gonna answer. No, we thought we'd first visit and everything. Y'all definitely got a home here now. Y'all got the family here. 1B has hit me up. He kind of want to hear what you got. So he's like, 1B is one badass drummer and everything. Anytime we say the word drummer, he always want to know what's going on and stuff like that. So
oh yeah.
So see, you got your fan there and everything, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
And 1B from Gastonia, right? Yeah, 1B from Gastonia. So you definitely got that vibe. So when he hears drummer and Gastonia, that's probably somebody I need to connect you with.
I need to connect.
See Humble Reloaded on Facebook.
Yeah. So we definitely gonna get him and those connections. We playing matchmaker on the Thunderstorm. We talking about production. we done renamed the clique. We done turned them we definitely done did all that. So I guess all that's left is we got the gauntlet, and I'm gonna get out y'all's way because I'm trying to get y'all out the rain. This is actually going to be interesting because we're doing the lightning round the Thunderstorm way, but we need an answer from all three of y'all. So we're just going to go down the line.
Okay.
Y'all have entered the gauntlet. The Queen City Songwriters Coalition. I'm sorry, man. All right.
I feel it though.
All right. Song number one. Y'all rocking with fish or chicken? Go down the line.
Chicken.
Fish.
Chicken. All day.
Charlotte or Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Charlotte.
None of them are from Atlanta. I don't even know where y'all put that question to do. NBA or NFL?
Who?
NBA or NFL?
NFL.
All day.
Too many concussions.
Jodeci or Boyz II Men?
Jodeci.
Boys the Men.
What?
Mm-hmm.
They from
Legendary.
North Carolina. You gotta support your people.
All right, you got Guy or New Edition?
I don't know them other people.
New Edition. Bobby B.
Hey.
Y'all don't know who Guy is?
I know who Guy is.
Oh, I'm definitely inboxing
I'm
y'all.
not gonna embarrass myself.
Yes, I'm sending you all this stuff. I'm sending you like 6 albums tonight.
Let's chill. And I know all the guys, but Bobby B, baby.
You know, she said Billie Holiday, but didn't know who Guy was.
I know that's
We
not
sending you.
good.
We
I'm
sending you.
sorry.
No, we sending you 5 albums and stuff like that. Okay, so in the championship round, the winner of whatever y'all said between New Edition and Guy, and the winner of whoever y'all said between Jodeci and Boyz II Men, who y'all taking?
I gotta say, you said Guy and who?
Whoever you pick between Guy and New Edition, and whoever you between New Edition and Guy and New
I
Edition,
picked New Edition.
and then you pick, and whoever you pick between Jodeci and Boyz II Men, whoever between those two, who you got in the championship round?
New Edition. And who did y'all pick with?
I said
Jodeci.
Jodeci.
Okay, New Edition and Jodeci.
So y'all stay with Jodeci. Okay, all right. Now for 2 of y'all, this is going to be about women. For the other one, it's going to be about men. The most important quality in a man or woman, other than a love for God, is
Come back to me.
Loyalty.
loyalty is dope.
Wow, man.
Keep your mind focused.
I don't know. Trust, I'm going to say.
Yeah,
Trust.
that's a good one.
Trust.
Loyalty, trust,
And honesty.
honesty.
Respect, no respect.
Respect, okay.
One artist, living or past, they can't work with them if they passed on. Like, where y'all get these questions from? Okay, fantasy question. Living or dead artist that you would have worked with had you had an opportunity.
Ooh, Whitney Houston. Sorry.
Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Okay. Michael Jackson.
We got to dig up.
But I'm gonna say Michael Jackson.
Cool. We got to dig up 2 artists for them to work with now.
Oh, Mike Jackson. Respect.
Give me one thing that y'all would change if y'all could go back and change something.
I would change what I majored in college.
I think we all would have did that.
Yeah.
And for me, I would have had to finish. But go ahead.
I would change being late all the time. Late for
Yeah.
everything.
I would have took on more
Yeah.
drumming in high school,
Just kidding.
if anything.
Gotcha. Question number 10. Y'all did a good job. Y'all have completed the gauntlet. Question number 10. Give us one thing that you would like the audience to know about you that we didn't cover in the show.
I do more than just drumming. I play bongos, rap, a little bit of singing, you know. I don't know. No.
Me, I'm really big on health and wellness. I love teas. I love essential oils, stuff like that. And I make, wellness goods and stuff on the side when I can with my sisters.
Okay, so T, I got to introduce you to 1B. I got to introduce you to Doc Honeycutt. Dante, what you got?
Oh, man. I don't know. I would say, hey, I don't really know. I mean, I do a lot. I try to stay open-minded with a lot. I kind of don't let, box myself into what I can do, what I can't do. If you say I can't do it, I'm going to try it anyways. It makes me want to, So,
Yeah, me and you alike like that.
yeah.
Some people are motivated by cheerleaders. I'm motivated by you can't do it.
Right.
That's
So,
good.
let me show you. Right.
So if y'all hadn't learned nothing else from this show and everything, so QCSWC has been hanging out with me for the last 45 minutes. Y'all ain't learned nothing else. It's about community in this music thing. Atlanta won because Atlanta took Atlanta rappers like Outkast and Goody Mob. They were produced by Atlanta production teams, Organized Noise. They recorded in Atlanta studios, The Dungeon. They was played on Atlanta radio, and then they were signed to an Atlanta record label. When you do that and you stay in that mind frame, that's how you make money. Until Charlotte figures that out. And Charlotte, until y'all do this on a consistent basis, I know y'all get mad at me for picking on y'all, but until y'all do this on a consistent basis, it's never going to work to the way y'all will always have an artist pop here or there, but it's never going to be consistent.
Yeah.
So do with the Queen City Writers Coalition /
Circle.
So do what they have taught you on this broadcast. Just, you know, it's about community. It's about working together and everything. Like, you know, 5 fingers separately are just 5 fingers. 5 fingers together is a fist. You don't knock nobody out with this. You just slap somebody with one of these. But you knock somebody out with one of these and everything. So I appreciate y'all hanging out, you know, braving the storms and the rain and the darkness and everything and whatever was going on behind y'all, the Klan rally.
I know, right? But
I'm
I
y'all
just
for
wanted
bringing
to
it.
say one last thing. Yeah, if you go on our site, QCSWC.com, our event schedule is on the QCSWC house band part, and also on the homepage, there's an event page there, and there's also an event page that event tab you can click on to just stay up to date with us on any shows we got coming up. We got a show tomorrow night from 4 to 9 at Mooney's. And then we also have a show on the 24th. We're doing a live session from Twitch. And then we'll also be doing a session on the 4th, September 4th at Montclair Night Market, something like that, at 4 o'clock. But we'll have all that stuff on our social medias and also on the website under events.
That's dope. I appreciate y'all. Just want to let y'all know that I don't say this to everybody and everything. And sometimes you say it and you don't mean it, but y'all are family now. So consider me one of your big brothers and everything. Anything y'all need, y'all ever need a platform, once y'all get them songs popping, I expect to get like dibs on some of this stuff so we can play it. But also too, do we have a flyer? We got the Southern Soul event coming up on the 21st. Doc and I'll be out there and everything. So I want to invite y'all out to come hang out with us. We're going to be in Concord. I'll send y'all the flyer, all the information and everything, like some Southern Soul legends and stuff, introduce y'all to them and stuff. But we definitely want to get y'all out there and everything. It's because of what y'all said, community, it's time that rather than everybody just do their own little thing and grind and everybody's trying to make it. Puffy, I know I'm talking a lot, but Puffy, because I love y'all. I love y'all, so I'm talking a lot. So, because people will tell y'all, if I don't like y'all, I'll stop talking to y'all a long time ago. But Puffy said one time, he sat there and said a lot of times what people do is they're trying to pop, so they'll go find somebody to help them pop. Most times, the people that y'all are looking up to, they didn't go look for somebody. Everybody that you see them working with, they've been rocking with them forever anyway. Everybody Puffy is working with now, that's who he came up with. LA and Babyface came up together. Like the Temptations came up together. All these folk is doing exactly what y'all was doing. They didn't sit there and say, yo, let me go find a drummer down there and everything. I got one right here in Gastonia. He like 20 minutes down the road. Mm-hmm. So it's the same type vibe that y'all are doing and everything. But y'all definitely have earned my respect, like in just a short period of time and stuff like that. And I've already thrown y'all into the family category and stuff. But I'm going to insist that y'all hang out with us at the Southern Soul Fest if it's not interfering with y'all's money.
Now we should be, I'm free on the 21st. You free?
Yeah, I'm free.
Yeah. And y'all met Doc, I think, when we was in Gastonia, but if not, y'all definitely get to hang out with us and everything. So it's gonna be dope.
Sweet.
All right.
Looking forward to it. We're honored, man. We're honored to even be sitting here in this interview,
And honors.
We literally just got started. And so this is just so much confirmation to us that we're headed in the right direction. So
that's what it's about, man. I got mad about Christian hip hop because the whole reason there's a Thunderstorm in the first place is because we was doing Christian hip hop when it wasn't cool yet. And to some extent, it was still corny. So Lecrae, the cross movement, we all knew each other because nobody else was doing it. Every time we saw somebody else do Christianity, like, yo, it's somebody else. So we came up together, and then I got frustrated because I sat there and said, they got a Stella Awards, they got all these contemporary gospel radio stations. Where's our stuff? And God told me clear as day. He sat there and said, Joe, if you mad about something, it's because I told you to change it. So instead of looking for the platform, be the platform. So it was my turn to give y'all one. And then doing what y'all was doing, I promise you, it's going to come a lot faster than y'all think. Y'all going to be the platform for somebody else. Y'all got this under control, man. I believe in y'all, and y'all are definitely family. Y'all come back anytime.
All right. Thank you so much.
Most definitely. So I kept y'all a little longer than I want to and everything, and I know it's about to rain, so y'all be careful, and I'm gonna holler at y'all on the next go round. All right.
All right. Salute. See you. Thank you so much.
Respect. And if you tuned in late, that was another phenomenal interview by yours truly. Got to give myself the pat on the back for that one, man. Like that was great work by us. All right. So I appreciate y'all showing me love. Y'all are showing me love on Twitter. Y'all are showing me love on Facebook. Y'all showing me love on stormmedia247.com and on social media, Facebook, things of that nature. I was just a phenomenal hour with the Queen City Songwriters Coalition. I've renamed them like already. I shouldn't do that, man. That's because that's very disrespectful. The Queen City Songwriters Circle and everything. So make sure y'all are following them on all platforms of social media. Make sure y'all are booking them for y'all events. I'm going to be at the Southern Soul Fest in Concord on August 21st. We've invited them to come out and hang out with us and everything. It's going to be a phenomenal event. We hope y'all can join and everything. Shout out to Doc Honeycutt, who had an amazing show last night, as she always does. Man, it's been great. But something I was going to do that we ain't did in a while. I got a surprise for y'all. Stacey Lois. We're going to do some Stacey Lois. We ain't talked to Stacey in a while. It's about time for Stacey to come back on the show because I know she's grinding and she got some new things going on. So, Stacey, we love you. We appreciate you. You know you Thunderstorm family for life and everything. We go out with hers. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with me for this past hour on the Thunderstorm for Friday Night Live. God bless y'all. Appreciate y'all for hanging with me. And we're definitely going to catch y'all on the next go-around. And whether it matters or not, you know, the Eagles lost last night and stuff. So it is what it is. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Love, peace, and soul, respect, honor, everything.
Broken blinds, looking through them, counting streetcars. Never been to prison, mentally behind bars. A glimpse of me, a show, a trace of something burning bright. A shadow of something I wanted for my whole life. Love that comes without a price or an obligation. Stuff in my body with GMOs like it's medication. That's probably why I sympathize with incarceration and strained relations. Disposable to be replaced. I wasn't laced in designer lines even when balling. Too busy trying to redesign my mind before the coffin collects my losses like a time capsule. Will they dig my story up and find poetry that's turned to shrapnel? Crumbs of drums beating demons that I'm forced to grapple. Or the worm left behind when Adam bit the apple. Or pictures of the A1ers in my nomadic satchel. Or play my songs and go on out, shout it was a natural. Shout it be spitting though and ripping for them dirt roads. Yeah, shout it broke plenty bread when friends turn to foes. But never mind that, I'm reminded that I'm kinda different. Cause I was seeking to live and they were seeking assistance. Made it my business to seek truth and seize light from all the dark corners closing in late at night. That's probably why them haters stop and stare and go blind. Cause even on my darkest day I shine so bright.
Beginning my end, I'm your sister, lover, and friend. God is my light from within. He shine through my beautiful skin. What they say about me ain't true. There's no me if there is no you. I hope that you understand. You gotta respect yourself before I can.
Don't never follow no crowd, you best to stay in your lane. That's what was told to me. Said I wasn't supposed to be no average Jane. Life is bigger than this. Wine glass with a stem missing. Clicking my fingers on this Pinot Grigio I'm sipping. Just reminiscing on the mason jars, metal muscle cars, black and white VHS tapes, Wizard of Oz, and styrofoam trays. I done came quite a ways. I would trade all these riches to go back to yesterday, where it started from a bass drum in the 808. Trail of that Georgia clay, all over that license plate. Plank brushing on this canvas, Van Gogh in my omen. I just sang it, then I slang it on CDs. Yeah, they know me in the county of Jones, in the county of Bill. Zone 1 to zone 6, I was up in your crib, battle rapping y'all brothers, and ain't none of them hit. Never a thought, more like a Glock shooting rounds what I spit.
You're my beginning, my end. I'm your sister, lover, and friend. God is my light from within. He shine through my beautiful skin. What they say about me ain't true. There's no me if there is no you. I hope that you understand. You gotta respect yourself before I can. You're my beginning, my end. I'm your sister, lover, and friend. God is my light from within. He shine through my beautiful skin. What they say about me ain't true. There's no me if there is no you. I hope that you understand. You gotta respect yourself before I can.